is looking. Wow, it's amazing. Well, here we go. Let's go grab the shuttle. Wow, that's a lot of people ready to go run.
We're now 30 seconds away.
110 resting heart rate.
You got some love at the CIM. Here we go. 3, 2, runners to your mark, go. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The start of the 37th running of the California International Marathon.
Here we go. Everyone is going so fast. I think here would be a good part to talk about my overall race strategy going into the CIM marathon. My training cycle went really well and I felt confident and good going into this race. Several days before the race, I was asked by many different people, what is going to be your marathon goal? And I heard about this on Strava, on Facebook, on YouTube and the different channels. And my answer was honestly, I'm going to run by heart rate and by feel. And I'm going to go out there to have a lot of fun and to slap many high fives. Yeah, brother.
Then, as the days got closer to the race, more and more people kept asking that, what is your goal time? What is your goal time? And this is when all of a sudden in the back of my mind I started thinking about it a little bit more. A few years ago when I ran a 2:44 marathon in Boston, I actually had terrible weather conditions. There was 20 to 30 miles an hour headwind the entire race. And so then when you compare that to CIM, where the race course is fast, you're surrounded by other fast racers and runners. Typically the weather forecast is good, and even this time the weather forecast was good low temperatures. And I was feeling good throughout my actual training cycle going into it. This is where it crossed my mind that, you know what, I've been able to run quite fast at a low heart rate and I felt confident going into the race. Who knows, I might actually be able to run a PR at this race. Very last minute I decided to change my actual race strategy to be a little bit more aggressive even earlier on in the race. As much as I understand the importance of starting out relative slow and holding back early on, I didn't want to lose too much time early on in the race either. The one thing I don't have much experience with is humidity, both in training and in racing. And that was one thing that last minute changed in the forecast that I hadn't really thought about. Let's head back to the race to see how things unfold. For some reason the heart rate is much higher than I normally have at this pace, so not sure what's going on. Just going to be taking it down a gear. Great job, man. Num num. That's the beauty, you can take these gels without drinking water, so I can more go time based instead of where the aid stations are. With the water stations, what I usually do is I take the later ones, so it's not so busy. Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Looking good.
Yeah, brother. Can we grab one? Yeah. Thank you. Get them boogers out. Thank you. Nice looking. Halfway there. Let's do it.
Go Floris! Go Floris!
Great job, you guys. Much respect. Keep it up. Thank you, sir. You're looking really strong. Really strong. Keep it up. Power! 15 miles in. It's interesting to see. I've seen quite a few people drop already. I don't know if it's the humidity, but can't control the breathing. Heart rate keeps going up a bit, but we'll just keep going. So this is mile 16 of CIM. We're going getting that. That's Juliana. Hey Juliana, do you want to get on the Extra Wireless podcast?
I would love to.
All right.
Okay.
So here I'm officially asking her to join the podcast. So, and now save your energy and run strong. I'll see you at the finish. Thank you.
Great job.
Appreciate you guys' help. Nice half. There it is. Let's go. Good job, mate.
Thank you, man. Good.
How you doing?
Good look, man. A bit tired.
Keep it up, man. Looking strong. Wow, party going on. Yeah, guys! Wow, it's amazing. You got this.
We got this. Go get him, Floris. Finish it.
It's not happening today. I don't know what's going on.
Humidity, dude.
Good job, man. Good job. You're looking strong. Keep it up. Yes, man. Half a mile. You got this. Yeah, guys. This race is so fun. 0.2 miles to go. I'll be so happy once I finish. Here we go.
Ryan, Michael, Lindsay, Gierman, Floris, Aaron, Matthew.
You did it!
So good to see you. This is a 39-minute PR.
Congrats, brother.
Told you I was going for it.
Hell yeah. Oh,
Michael Sussman.
that did not go according to plan. However, that was such a fun experience.
Kate Mansky.
Good job, man.
How did it go?
But, yeah. Hey, we finished.
Very much. Look at that. Appreciate it. Look at this beauty. This one is for Sadie and Zoe for their collection.
Good job.
Thank you.
It's like, hey, good job.
No matter how many marathons you run, it's funny, it's still sometimes at the finish line emotional. That was hard.
That was so different than any other marathon I've ever done. I think the humidity just got to me like no tomorrow. The breathing was so much harder. The heart rate was way higher than it normally is at this pace. But we ended up finishing another marathon and it was so easy.
You killed it!
Thanks, man. Would have been so easy to pull out. So many people I saw on the side of the road just pulling out. It wasn't that day. It wasn't my day either yet. Kept going. Thank you so much.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you. It was pretty rad. At mile 16, all of a sudden, like, I'm running, and
I think I saw.
then,
I think I waved to your camera because
yeah,
you went
and then
behind.
all of a sudden she comes from behind. He's like, oh, like totally comfortable running, like totally able to talk and everything, and I'm just like in a super struggle fest.
Just like, oh, I'm glad someone's feeling good. That's
2:49. I can't freaking believe it.
Unofficial.
Yeah, that will be. That is so strong.
When I saw because when I said a half mile ago, I looked down and I thought I had to run like sub 6 pace, and I had to run sub 6 the entire race.
2.6. I'm doing it differently. Awesome. It worked out well.
So
Very
strong,
well.
man.
And in these conditions, I mean, the humidity was about 90%. And that's what's killed anybody. They're not used to or have enough electrolytes in their system. I see a lot of people at 13, they were having cramps like halfway through.
One more thing I want to mention is that how awesome the online community is, like the Extra Milers community, and even like the friends from all around the world on Strava. I posted this run and posted something along the lines of like how to just barely miss like the sub 3 mark or something along those lines, and just seeing all the positive supportive comments that came out of that, like it just shows me how awesome this community is. That, and I've said it before as well, a finish time is just a number, and I think too many people get very obsessed by having to finish in a certain time. And as long as you're going out there and you do the best you can on race day, then that's like an experience and an accomplishment right there. And I'm not gonna lie, although I ran 3:02, which is much slower than my 2:44 PR from a few years back, and I truly thought that I would be in a much better shape today. Even for me to run the 3:02 marathon, like those later stages, was an effort. I definitely put in some effort. Yes, I grabbed the camera and I started talking in there, and I know if I wouldn't have had the camera, I probably could have ran it a little bit faster. Yet, I've ran sub 3 hour marathon several times already, so that wasn't really a goal for me to accomplish anyways. So, but yeah, that was surely a special day. To anyone else out there who raced recently and who might not necessarily have accomplished what they set out to do, it's all good. There's always next time. So let's go back to the drawing board, put in some more training miles, and give it another shot. Yeah, brother. Nice looking.